Welcome back to Zanzibar. Today I'm taking you on a spice tour to look at how spices are grown here in Zanzibar, as well as the differences between how they use them here versus in Europe and the US. All right, we are here at the spice farm with Husna.
Yes.
I will leave her information in the description box below if you would like to arrange a spice tour with her. She has her assistant here in training who will be joining us today. And what was your name?
Hello, my name is Amir.
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 I'm excited. I guess there's going to be a coconut crown and all. This is our driver. What's your name?
My name is Raja.
Rajab. What just happened 8 days ago?
Everything.
Everything. He just became a new dad 8 days ago. And his daughter is so cute. We're gonna head out on the tour now.
Spices, you will smell the leaves, you will see the spice itself, and then you might tell me which kind of a spice it does.
Okay.
So we're starting with this one. So this one no smell from these spices, but if you see the appearance of the spice, totally can tell you which kind of a spice it is.
So try this.
Yes.
Yeah. Obviously without the... Ooh, it's slippery.
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet.
Yeah. Don't chew it.
Oh, don't chew it.
Yeah.
I have no idea what this is.
Do you know coffee?
Oh, here's a coffee.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So all of these are the coffee tree.
Okay.
Yeah. So usually the coffee when it's ripe like this is sweet, but when you roast it and then it's becoming a beer. Imagine that.
Oh, yeah.
Usually coffee starting with the flower. Be calm and doing pollination. After doing pollination, flower changes becoming a small seed which start with the green color. So the coffee bean starting to grow until to become in this shape and size, then change the color from the green to red. The red one look like this and it's easy to take out of the pots because it's ready for harvesting.
Oh, okay.
We harvest the red one, we are going to roast it. That's why when it's fresh one, when you taste it, it's sweet. Even in one among of the tribe in Tanzania, when you are going to dory a girl, they just take a coffee beans, they dry it, and it's become as a respect snacks for the people who are going to dory a girl. Roast it until to become totally black, it will be bitter times 2. That's why until a brown dark, then we are going to dry. After dry, we can use at the coffee. Some people, they just chew a coffee beans, but some of them, they crush to get the powder. If you drink a coffee at night, you can't fall asleep. But for my side, when I was a student, even if I drink 10 cups of the coffee, finally I will going to sleep. So it's not function to me. I don't know why, if I'm like to sleep or what. That's why my fellow students will call me a pono. Pono is the fish which is available from the sea, which like to sleep. So that's why they were called me Pono, because I was like to sleep every time. Even if I drink a coffee, finally I sleep. Like I said, this farm is a governmental farm, but it's under the community who are doing the different stuff like a perfume, lotion, part of the spice, soaps and others. Among of our perfume, there is the coffee flower perfume, where we're taking the coffee flower mixed with other flower like a jasmine and other to having a good smell, and then they made a perfume, natural perfume, no chemical and alcohol inside of it. You will going to see that and hope that you will enjoy.
Who knew? I've seen coffee plants before in Puerto Rico, but I've never gotten one right out of the pod. Like, I didn't know it was that sweet.
Yeah.
But can you just swallow the whole thing? Like what I put in my mouth? Can I just swallow?
Yes, you may swallow hakuna matata. It's not a problem if you swallow it.
Okay.
Did you swallow it?
Now I did. I've just been holding it in there like, is this okay?
You may hakuna matata.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, this is Oushaka.
Yes.
He just gave me, he's gonna make me queen of the spice. So he gave me the little basket, and now we'll see if the crown fits, huh? I have a very big head.
Hakuna marara. You are the biggest like a coconut, but it's going to fit you and look.
Okay, good.
So right now the family is complete.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something about in Zanzibar. Zanzibar is a small place. In here in Zanzibar, from the same farm, you can get the different kind of things at the same places. That's why from the same farm, you can see the fruits, spices, and others. And we can get all of the things together, right?
Perfect.
So right now we are at the banana farm. Here in Zanzibar, we do have different kinds of banana. We have ladies' fingers banana. Why we call it ladies' fingers? Because some of banana are small like a lady's finger. Some of banana we call them elephant hand because they are long like elephant hand. And some of banana we call it mzungu. Do you know mzungu?
No.
Let me give you the translation of mzungu, and then you can tell me if you are mzungu or not. Mzungu are the people which they're going to stay to the sun, they're going to be red. Are you going to be red if you stay to the sun?
Yeah.
You are mzungu. And that's banana a red one. That's why we call it mzungu.
I'm already red and I'm not. The sun's
Yeah,
not even out.
that's why I told you if you can tell me yourself if you are mzungu or not. Because some of the people, if you tell you, hey, you mzungu, they just say, I'm not mzungu. But just try to give them the definition of mzungu, and then they can say themselves if they are mzungu or not.
Yeah, I don't think I'm a mzungu. I mean, I'm not red and sweat fest at all.
So we can see different kinds of banana with the banana flowers. Usually banana starting with the flower and then the flower open and have a banana as you've seen over there.
Okay.
But the flower will still remain on the banana. When we wanted to harvest the banana, we just cut the banana plant. We take the banana. After cut it, the place where we cut, it can grow again. So it's very difficult to die. Maybe if you want yourself to die, you can take the whole banana with the root. But if you cut it without taking out the root of banana plant, it will never die. It will still survive. When it's rain, it will produce new banana. Pineapple comes from the small plant, and from the same pineapple plant, we can get only one pineapple, then it's die. So over here, someone tried to harvest a pineapple, then it's die. But after die, new plant will appear itself to produce another pineapple. So I can say pineapple is the plant of life. You harvest the pineapple, die, but other plant will come. How do we know that this pineapple is ready for harvesting? First, we look the color of the pineapple. Will change from the blue, because it's starting with the like orange, but when it grows, it will have a blue dark. But when it's ready for harvesting, it changes from the blue dark to orange. Sometimes we can smell the pineapple, and sometimes just try to take the tip of pineapple and chop it out. It will chop easily. So when it's come out easily, it means it's ready for harvesting. We harvest the pineapple. So, and I said, I don't want to plant a pineapple at this area anymore. I wanted to plant at another area. We will take the top of pineapple from the pineapple fruits, and then we are going to plant at another area, then it's grow. That is how we can get another pineapple plants at another places. The way that you are using a pineapple in Europe is the way that we are using here. Fruits, juice, and others. Nothing new.
We've got some leaves here.
And fruits here.
I know it's not lemongrass.
It's not a lemongrass.
Is it close to?
No cloves.
I can't think of the word, but they use it in Moroccan dishes a lot. No. I'm not a cook. Huh?
Nutmeg.
Nutmeg?
Yeah. Like I told you, you will never believe if I told you what it is. So this one is the nutmeg.
Way off.
And all of the trees that you've seen over here are the nutmeg trees.
The trees are so pretty.
Yeah. And the nutmeg usually comes from the fruit. A lot of European people and other people who don't have a nutmeg tree, they can see the nut itself. They think maybe it's grow a nut itself, but the nut, it is inside of the fruit. Where my assistants will going to cut this fruit.
Wow. Oh, look at that.
So the nut, it is inside of the fruit. Usually here in Zanzibar, I don't know, at other places we are not using the fruits.
So why can't you eat the flesh then?
We use the fertilizer or animals' food. We are not eating.
But why?
It's not eatable.
Is it like
poisonous?
We are
not used. It's not poisonous because I have already get one among of guests. They try to test that. He was really like to test everything. I told him that we are not eating that, but still, oh my God.
Oh, now I know why.
So you get the red mesh from the nutmeg. A red mesh, like I said, here in Zanzibar we do have the perfume, which is especially for Zanzibar. Do you know Chanel number 5 on French?
No.
So the flowers which is used to make the Chanel number 5, which is ylang ylang flowers, we do have here in Zanzibar. You will going to see that. In French, they do a Chanel number 5, which is the one among of the expensive Chanel. But here, we take that flower, we mix it with the red fiber of ylang ylang flowers. We do Chanel number 0 of Zanzibar. Why number 0? No chemical and alcohol inside of it. That's why we call it Chanel number 0 of Zanzibar. You know, yesterday I get the guest from Kenya, and he said that here in Kenya we say that in Zanzibar they said they do have the Chanel of Zanzibar, but they take the Chanel itself, they spray to the wort. But after seeing the flower which is produces Chanel number 5, then he said, okay, now it makes sense. We just say that because we don't have a tree, but the one who has a tree, they do it, and they can do. Why not?
Yeah.
That is how we are doing here in Zanzibar. We are going to cut the seed. The seed, that one is fresh one. It will smell a little bit different with the dried one, because in order to use on the dishes, we have to dry. When you dry, we cut off it. Inside of it, you can see the powder. A powder we put in different foods like mashed potatoes, porridge, and others. We put a little bit because it's very strong. But here in Zanzibar, we have other way of using a nut.
Did you just break that with your teeth?
Yes. Oh my God. I know you wanted to say that.
I was like, is your tooth cracked? Are you okay?
Yes. Okay, so this powder, instead of the spices, here in Zanzibar we do have other way of
So just a little bit.
Yeah, in a little different food we put a little bit, but if we use the whole nut, we can put in a porridge and other things. As we know that in Zanzibar we are Muslim, our religion is not allowed us to use alcohol, marijuana or anything else.
Yeah.
But sometimes, not right now, especially like 10 years before, when the women get married, it's become the first time to meet with their husband. But now it's the wonderful globalization, you know.
Yeah.
But before, it's become a first time to meet with their husband. They can't use alcohol, they can't use marijuana. They feel very shy. What they are doing, they can take the nutmeg powder, like a whole nutmeg powder, they can put on the any drink, tea, coffee, porridge, and then they drink it. After 5 minutes, it's used at the Aphrodisiac. Then we call it, it's very special for bunga bunga jiggy jiggy master. Do you know bunga bunga? Do you know bunga bunga?
They get a little jiggy with it.
Jiggy jiggy. We can use that because we can remove all of the shy, and then we look like someone who drank, even though we are not drunk, something like that.
So this is the passion fruit.
Do you see the passion flower?
Passion flower?
Oh, and the passion flower.
We call it touch me not, because when you touch it,
Oh.
it's sleep. See?
Yeah.
In scientific name, we call them Memmosa.
Oh.
So even when there is a heavy wind, when it's blown, it's sleep. 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 But this one is very nice for the asthma.
It's on video, but she said this plant, it's good for asthma.
You take the whole plant, you boiling it, and then you drink. But I can say the maximum that you can put, it's like a small cup of coffee.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't put on the coffee. I
Okay.
mean the how do you say?
1 cup is enough.
Yeah, 1 cup of coffee. It's a little bit. You just drink it when you are in asthma at that time. It's going to disappear.
Interesting.
Yes.
So this is Umtumguya. She was saying that the fruit, like this, they use to cut it in half and put in a sauce or something?
When we were young, we were having the plate that we pretending that we are cooking. We can take the outer layer of the coconut, no fire from that place. It's become like our dish. Then we can take this fruit which is called the Umtumguya. Inside of it there's something like It's in liquid, so we can make like a sauce. And then we cut the sand, it's become as the rice. So a rice with the sauce, we just eating we are not putting on the mouth, just it's like a childhood player. But in case of this fruit, it's very nice for the toothache. You can take the inside of this fruit, put on the tooth, because inside of the tooth there is some bacteria which made your tooth to be ache. So it's very strong. So when you put on it directly, because if you put on the mouth, maybe it will going to crush your mouth. It's very strong, like I said. So if you put on the tooth, it's going to kill that bacteria from the tooth. Then toothache is going to disappear. So sometimes no need to go into hospital to take off the teeth. Finally, you will not having all of the teeth if you take it off every day. We were believe that the tree, the snakes around on it. So we were afraid ourselves, because a lot of child, they like to eat this fruit, the ripe one. We just used it to eat it. See? So sometimes, in order to afraid your friend to don't eat this fruit, you can see at night the snakes around from that tree, for it will have a poisonous, you will die. But finally, we eat it. See? So you are using this one as the sauce. You are taking off this one, and then we can cook a sauce, because it's in liquid. It's like a jelly. It's like what? But this one, if you put on the tooth, it's going to take off the tooth pain. Yeah.
So these are Kasava. She said they're like yams, but you can cook them, or you can eat them without cooking them. And yolk.
Jackfruit! Usually the one among of the biggest fruit in the world. Per fruit can contain starting 5 to 10 kg. From European countries, for the people who are vegetarian, they use this as their meat. But here in Zanzibar, we was never used it as the meat from this fruit. We used it as the normal fruit. Inside of it, there is the white or yellow flesh which surrounded the seed. Usually we eat that flesh. Tasty like a pineapple, like a banana. Mixture of that two fruits. How do we pay? It's not like a US maybe from every house you have to pay a rent of house, even if it's your house. Here your house is your house, you are not paying a rent for a house. But if you have even a small business, you have to pay a tax. That is how.
So this is the lychee tree. Lychee. Usually in season in December, that's what she's saying.
Let's go.
There seems to be a common theme or a word that I keep saying here, and holy cow, that's huge! And this is another instance where the mango tree, it's just, look how big that is. Who knew? I thought the trees were so much smaller.
And that's why it's small.
This one is small?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, she was saying this is the umbrella tree. And they make the Dhow boats out of it because it's such a strong wood in homes and furniture.
You are going to wearing a chain, spice necklace. It comes from the Kasava leaves. So my assistant tried to design to put on her beautiful necklace to look very beautiful. Are you ready for that?
Yes.
Okay. Tanzania? Yes, because I heard you speak.
Wow.
When you are out on the car. I'm Zanzibarian kabisa.
Now I'm the queen of spice, huh? Thank you.
That's right.
Good song.
You can smell that, and then you can tell me which kind of a tree that's, and it's come from this big tree.
It smells like soap.
Yeah. Smell like a soap, smell like a lime, but it's not a lime.
Lemon?
No.
No?
Yeah. Because usually this tree in your home, you are used the cosmetic things like a lotion, soaps, and others. That's why it smells like a soap.
But what is it?
Eucalyptus.
It's eucalyptus?
It is.
But it doesn't smell like the eucalyptus.
Is.
Yeah.
This one is the eucalyptus tree. You can see it's the big one, and it slide down like that one. But over there, you can see some teeny leaves hanging. So this one is eucalyptus tree, and sometimes the tree can have a different smell by weather or soil. A good example, I believe that if we take the orange plant and come to plant in Zanzibar, we will get the green orange. Do you know why?
Why?
This is depend with the weather and the soil of the place can change the flavor and the smell of the things. Here in Zanzibar before we wasn't having spices. Our spices are originated from India. When we were under the Arabic colonialization, we wasn't have the spices. They were depends on slavery. When they get advantage or profit from the slavery, they invest on spices. They take spices from India and come to plant here in Zanzibar. But finally, our spices are becoming more good and having a nice smells more than Indian spices. Even that, we take the spices from India. That's why I believe that even if we take the orange plant in Europe, when they grow orange color, but when it comes in Zanzibar, it will be green because of the soil and the weather of the place can changing the smell and the color of the thing. That's why it smells different with the eucalyptus tree that you have in your home.
It smells so good. And like we were just saying just a minute ago, there's some oranges at breakfast, and I was looking at the green rind, and I was like, these aren't ripe. And it's so sweet. Yeah.
So that is how we live here in Zanzibar. Eucalyptus we use as a medicine. We don't use a lot on cosmetic things.
Can you use it as?
We use as a medicine. We boiling it, then we inhale. When we have a fever, cough is going to disappear. That's why we use a lot in medicine. But also it's among of the hardest wood in the world. Hardest wood. It's very, very difficult to grow this eucalyptus tree. That it's need a high amount of water to grow up. In Zanzibar, I can say this place is the highest place in Zanzibar. But it's the place where there is availability of water. If you cross other side of the road, it is called the Masingini area, the place whereby the stone town are depending a fresh water from that area. So it is the highest place, but also it is the place where we can get a high availability of water. That's why we can have this tree. Even in Jozani area, there is like a 10 or 20 eucalyptus tree because Jozani area, it is the first biggest forest in Zanzibar, but it is the lowest point in Umtumguya Island. But if you're going to deep 1 meter down, you are going to get the fresh water. That's why there is availability of eucalyptus because this one is need high amount of water in order to grow.
But I really want to rub this on me right now. It smells so good.
It's producing this stuff which I hold in my hand. It's very soft.
Oh.
Look like a cotton, but it's not a cotton. We call it a kapok. Do you know kapok? We put on the pillows, beds.
Oh my gosh, it's so soft.
So this one are the kapok and this one are the kapok tree. So right now we are going on the season. Till good days going on, this kapok is going to fall down. Finally, if you come all over here, you can see a kapok around on downstairs. So like I said, we used it to put on the pillows and the bed in order to get the soft bed and the pillows. But it's hollow inside. Come here. We are going to sing one among our favorite songs. Are you ready for the song?
Yeah, I'm ready to dance.
Aha, okay. Mpigie mbio mbio hapo, simpige kisolo solo. Okay. One, go. Jambo bwana, habari gani? Nzuri sana. Oyo.
Wageni, unakaribishwa Zanzibar yetu. Hakuna matata,
nchi ya kupendeza.
Hakuna matata,
karibuni wageni.
Hakuna matata,
nchi yenye upendo.
Hakuna matata.
Nasema jambo.
We jambo bwana, habari gani? Nzuri sana.
Oyo.
Wageni, unakaribishwa Zanzibar yetu. Hakuna matata,
Hakuna matata. Okay. I'm going to plant too.
Okay.
Do you know what is this? Really? I'm rolling a banger. Smelling that.
Ooh.
Ooh
That's
la la.
Christmas.
Yes, it's for Christmas, yeah.
Yeah.
Cloves.
Oh, it is cloves.
Yes.
Kuna matata.
Something like holding. This one is the first grade. In the second grade, this upper thing is going to disappear. Then it's becoming like this one in red color. So when we dry, when it's like this open, it's a second grade. The third grade we don't have here in my arms, but we are not used the other spices. The third grade is totally ripe. I mean, it's becoming a very big. In Swahili, we call it a tende. That's one we used it to produce a new plants. I mean, we are not harvesting it. We are waiting to fall down in order for new plants to appear from the third grade. But also, a cloves is the one among of the good spices. A lot of people are used. In European countries, you use it a lot on the day of the Christmas. But here in Zanzibar, we use every day. It depends with the food that you wanted to cook. But also is among of the nice medicine. Especially here in Zanzibar, we use the cloves for the stomach ache. A good example, if I have a stomach ache, I can take the dry cloves. I'm going to dry cloves, I'm going to boiling it, not dry because it's dry already. I'm going to boil it and then I can drink its water. So when I have a stomach ache, it's going to disappear, maybe if you have other problem. For the toothache, you can chew a cloves or apply a clove oil. But also clove oil is very good for massage, for the joint pain and back pain and others. But also during a wedding, especially for the bride, they are doing a special massage that we are calling it a single. So one among of that massage which the bride are doing, they use the cloves. So the bride will look very, very, very beautiful until a husband will say, "Oh, my wife, I will marry you every day because you look very beautiful by using that massage." That is how we are using cloves here in Zanzibar.
Look at that. Here we go. What is this?
Really?
Yeah.
I have to ask you first.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Then how about this one?
Oh, that smells good. Is it a
what?
lime? No, I'm horrible.
Do
See,
you like spicy?
no, that's probably why I don't know. It's pepper?
Yes.
But it smells like lime.
It's a pepper. That's why I ask you, because I afraid that to tell you to taste it, then you don't like it spicy. That's why I asked you before. So that one is the pepper, and this one are the pepper plants. In order to produce a pepper, it's needed to hang. That's why we plant under the tree. So from the same pepper plant, we can get 4 types of pepper: green pepper, red pepper, black pepper, and white pepper. It depends what we wanted. Excuse me. Oh, where are you going? Where are you going? Okay. It depends what you wanted. When it's starting to grow, it's starting with the green color like you see it over there.
Yeah.
So when it's green color, you can use it. After 3 weeks, it's going to change the color from the green to red one. If you need the red pepper, we can use. So green pepper and red pepper are fresh one. If we need a black, we harvest the red one, we are going to dry, then we get the black pepper. And then white pepper, we take the red one, we put in a warm water, we're removing the outer layer. The inside thing is white, then we can get the white pepper. So from the same pepper plants, we can get 4 types of pepper: red, black, white, and green.
Interesting. I'm glad I didn't test it though, because I'm allergic to it.
Oh, okay. In the spice, we put in different food, but we use a lot in Ramadan. In the month of Ramadan, we are Muslim, we are fast, we don't eat for the whole day.
Right.
So we remove the appetite of eating. When we want to having a food, we just cook a porridge, we put with the black pepper powder, we can reback the appetite of eating. But also for those who are drunker, I have that. Black pepper and honey is very nice for hangover. But also, black pepper with the green tea, it can lose the weight of the body.
Oh,
yeah,
so
but with the exercise, not black pepper.
Oh, okay.
You can take a green tea with the black pepper, then you can do an exercise. It can remove the body weight. But I heard that it's very good for the breast cancer. The pepper.
So most welcome. So my friend, you have this flower. So you can smell it and guess. Tell me what kind of this flower. Ylang native in Seychelles, Comoro, Philippines. But Comoro, Philippines, you have big plantation. It's not all like that. It's short. It's to pick. Comoro, Madagascar, they transport to France. France over there to make perfume. You know Chanel number 5?
Yeah.
Made it from this flower. But Chanel number 5 already mix of chemical. We come on the tree at the morning, we collect this flower. After collect, we in the sun. After dry squeezing locomotion, we get this essential oil. We mix of coconut oil and the mess of nutmeg. You know nutmeg?
Yeah.
The red one, you get this color. Zanzibar Chanel number 0 for technique, for catching husband. And you know why? Because they're men Muslim. Muslim allowed to marry more than one wife. I mean, one man allowed to marry 4 is maximum.
Only 4.
Only.
How can you handle one woman, let alone 4?
So competition. Oh, this perfume we put in the center of the bed, shut door and window. After husband be back home with the wonderful smell. If an smell, men if no good to find a new wife.
Oh, that smells nice.
Yeah. And this one, lemongrass, we keep
That one's good for Mazunga,
Yeah.
huh?
No.
No?
Muzunga.
Muzunga.
Aloe vera, yeah, good for Muzunga. Yeah.
Ooh, love that.
So out there perfume here, we make soap here, like a lang soap from the flower, jasmine, rose, Zanzibar mix and vanilla. This is good for smooth skin, aroma, new aroma. This is turmeric. You know turmeric?
Yeah.
And the clove. This is good for teenagers, acne. Aloe vera against sunburn, avocado, this is coffee, papaya, and cinnamon, good for allergy skin. And a kind of lotion or oil like this one, cinnamon root. This is good for Vicks Vapor, one of flu, chest pain, headache.
Really?
Sinus,
Yeah.
that one. Yeah.
Who knew cinnamon root could? Yeah, that really clears up the lungs, huh?
So this is business. In case my friend to buy for someone, gift it back home. This
Yeah.
is mobile shop, so most welcome. Which you want to make good price. So be free, hakuna matata. Yeah, maybe if you want whole basket, no problem.
So I know you have the tourist price, and then you have the local price, and then you have I'll make you special deal price.
Already pay Swahili price, but you can choose whatever you want, which you want.
So this one are the cardamon plants. You can come close, come close.
Okay.
Usually cardamom has 2 types of roots.
Okay.
The first one is under the plant, which has the function of taking the water from the ground to the cardamom, and other process which is like other plants. But the second one are the one that you see over there, which like is starting to have a green color on up. That's one are other root which are producing a cardamom. Cardamom is starting with the flower. You can see some white flower falling down over there, because when bee doing pollination, flower falling down, remaining a small seed, that's in green color. That seed grow until to become on the shape of the cardamom, and then we are going to harvest it when it's have a yellow color. We harvest the yellow cardamom, we are going to dry. After dry, it's ready for using. Here in Zanzibar, we use the cardamom in different food, sweet food and delicious food, but also in case of the young people, like I said, we are Muslim, we are not allowed to use alcohol, marijuana, but a lot of young people, they like to try, like smoking marijuana and using alcohol. But when they be back at home, it will be a problem. In order to remove that problem, they can take 1 or 2 of cardamom, chewing it, they can cut off all of the smell of the alcohol and marijuana. So when they be back at home, hakuna matata. Ginger is come from these leaves, which is going to dry right now, because how do we know ginger is ready for harvesting? Usually it's dry and die. When it's die, we know that ginger is ready for harvesting. We harvest the ginger, we can use in a different food, like putting on the sauce and other things, but we believe that ginger is very nice for the men, especially for bunga bunga jiggy jiggy. I don't know, but ginger is very good. Ginger is very good for the men. So a lot of Zanzibarian men, they like to drink a ginger tea during a morning or evening, and they believe that when I be back at my home, my wife will know me, who I am, or which name they were called me when I was a young. For the chocolate.
Oh, okay.
And you can see cacao fruit over there. You know henna? Henna for painting?
Yeah.
Behind you there is a henna tree, this one.
Oh.
So usually we take the leaves. After taking the leaves, we are going to dry. It's become brown color. We crush, we get the powder. We put a water, lime, and the tea in order to make it strong. That one is the local henna. But right now, because of globalization, people try to mix with other things. They can get other henna like mine, which I was draw. It's go up badly because that one is not local one. Usually the local one, when it's go, you can see all of the flower. Not like this one, half a flower, half no flower.
Oh.
Yeah. So this one is unlocal henna.
Oh, okay.
But the local one.
So can any woman wear the henna?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
For
so
right now, any women. Before, if you are not married, you are not allowed to having a henna. We are wonderful globalization.
Yeah.
I can have a henna a little bit, but I'm not allowed to have a henna from my all arms and my all legs. Only like one arm as decoration. Turmeric is like a ginger. When the plant is die, it means it's ready for harvesting. Usually we like to use the turmeric to change the color of the food, and the turmeric is the mother of yellow curry. But also this one is very good for the beauty things. Here in Zanzibar, a lot of women, they like to put this turmeric on their face because it can get out to wrinkles, ankles and others, but also it's make your face to be beautiful and but not changing the color of the face like a Michael Jackson face, only makes you to be beautiful. But also this one is very good for high blood pressure. For high. Coffee is for low, this one is for high.
Yeah, and I was listening to a study the other day about turmeric. People who have Alzheimer's and dementia. India has the lowest incidence of it, and they are the highest consumers of turmeric. So it actually helps with inflammation, and then also helps with your brain to make it strong for your whole life.
You give me something, I have to tell Daddy to use this one because my daddy has a diabetes. Because
aloe vera?
Here we use aloe vera for stomach ache. We just cut the piece of aloe vera, put in the water, and then we drink the water which is mixed with the aloe vera jelly. This one are the vanilla plants. Vanilla is like a pepper, depending on the tree to grow. In order to grow vanilla, it needs to hang. No vanilla right now because we have already harvested them. Vanilla is the second expensive spice because it is originated from Madagascar. Over there, they do have especially beans that they do pollination. You can never find anywhere else except Madagascar. That's why here in Zanzibar and other places where they produce a vanilla, we are doing pollination by using hen. And Madagascar are the only place which they have the best vanilla in all of the world because they have natural pollination more than here. So vanilla starting with the flower like I said, and then when the flower open we are going to do pollination by using hen. There is no bee who can do a pollination. It's only found at Madagascar. I said that before. Vanilla bean starting with the green color, it's grow. We put this fence because vanilla doesn't need to touch the every time. If you come and touch and other people come and touch, the vanilla bean will fall down while it's not ready for harvesting. In order to be ready for harvesting, we are taking the vanilla and then we are going to dry, but on black color, not green color anymore. All of the smell and the flavor is disappear. So we have to dry to the shadow area or sunrise and the sunset because it's not the strong sun. After that, it's ready for harvesting. But after all of that process, it's 1 year or 1.5 years. That's why vanilla is become the second expensive spice in the world. The first expensive spice in the world is saffron. Why expensive? Because you take a long of time to take a small things, but this one is expensive because even that we can get a lot of things, but you take a long time until to get that things like years and others. That's why it's a second expensive. You know what is that? Canel. Cinnamon.
Cinnamon?
Yes.
Oh.
So cinnamon, we call it a queen of the spice. So my assistants will give you a cinnamon box.
Okay. Oh, wow, that smells so good.
So that's one is the cinnamon box. So why cinnamon, we call it a queen of the spice because we use everything from the cinnamon tree, starting leaves, barks until roots. That's why cinnamon, we call it a queen of the spice. Because we have a cinnamon tree, when we want to having a tea and others, we usually like to put a leaves because it smells good more than a box. Cinnamon box we can put in different foods like a pilau rice and others. A sweet banana and other food. But also cinnamon root, the one that you are selling over there, you are smelling over there is the cinnamon root, and the whisk that you buy over there is come from that root. So here in Zanzibar, if we didn't make a whisk, we can take the cinnamon root, boiling it. When we have a fever, flu, it's going to disappear. Cinnamon is very nice for that.
That's amazing.
That's why we call it queen of the spice.
For sure.
All of these are the cinnamon trees, and like you see, some people try to harvest here on the backs. So that is how we are harvesting a cinnamon box. So this one are the lemongrass leaves. In European countries, they use the roots of lemongrass to make a soup, but here in Zanzibar, we use the lemongrass to having a tea. There is the special perfect tea of lemongrass. Let me tell you today. You may take the milk with the lemongrass, with the cinnamon and cardamom inside of it, with little bit sugar, boiling that lemongrass tea. You will remember me. I hope you will enjoy that tea because it's very, very, very nice tea. But also lemongrass is very nice for the mosquito. Even if you take the mosquito killer, it smells like a lemongrass because they don't like it smell. If you are not afraid, come to our spice farm and sleeping on the lemongrass plants. You will never get a mosquito bite. Maybe snakes because at night, no one at the farm.
Pick your poison, mosquitoes or snakes, huh?
Yeah, no snakes, only mosquitoes.
It's very big. I have a big head.
Hakuna Marara, however the big head you have, but you will wearing a crown.
Habibi!
Habibi! Welcome to Zanzibar!
Oh, enjoy bag.
Oh, and then the little. Hello, I'm the queen of the spice. Yes. Oh, thank you.
Ukiona kazi?
Bottoms up.
Mfiwa. Ana nguvu ya kushiriki basi.
Seriously. So good. All right, a little bit of lime.
Yes.
That's really good.
Oh, good. And I have mine over here, camera women. Cheers.
Oh.
Una grupo ile hapo.
Oh, that's how you eat it. See?
Nice.
Dale.
Mio.
Okay.
So, here in Zanzibar, when someone climbs a coconut tree, usually they are singing a song. Even not because of butterfly, even in a normal life. Why they are doing that? In order to give an alert for the people who are passing from the way that there is someone who are climbing a coconut and will fall down the coconut fruits, right?
Yeah.
Hello. Together. Hello.
Hello.
Hello Muzungu.
Hello, Munzungu.
Hello butterfly.
Hello, butterfly.
Habari gani?
Habari gani?
Say nzuri.
Nzuri.
Mambo.
Mambo.
Poa.
Ba.
Kichizi.
Kichizi.
Kama ndizi.
Kama ndizi.
Say squeezy.
Squeezy.
Kama si banana.
Kama si banana.
Say. Say Lizzy. Where you come from? Croatia. Only Croatia? You come from Europe. Yeah?
Europe.
Slovenia. Slovenia, Croatia. Zanzibar, America. Hello, America.
Hello.
Sasa Zanzibar yetu tena bwana, kuna matata. No problem. Welcome Zanzibar. Hakuna matata, no problem. Hello. Ça va?
Ça va?
Ça va les mon ami? Wako wapi? Sasa tena ça va tena les mon ami tena bonjour. Comment allez-vous? C'est bien. Bienvenue encore. Ça va. Les mon ami tena bonjour. Tena comment allez-vous? C'est c'est joli. Les mon ami Pampio. Hakuna. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Hakuna matata.
Bado ukifurahi kuona marubu mazuri.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hakuna matata. Sende ndule.
Yana nyimbo ya.
Kangu kamtoni. Sasa tena na gunia la tosi bwana na faida hayoni. Sende ndule kangu mtoni na gunia la tosi na faida hayoni. It's okay. Butterfly bwana, butterfly artist claim coconut Zanzibar #1. Many tendon. Jumbo bwana, habari habari gani? Nzuri sana. Haki wageni mnakaribishwa Zanzibar yetu, hakuna matata. Thank you.
So we have vanilla coffee, this pure coffee, cinnamon coffee. Cinnamon coffee is vanilla and this is banana coffee. Tea masala seeds, cumin seed, cloves, cinnamon, black pepper, ginger. This is the hottest tea in Zanzibar.
Okay.
But if you choose a lot, you get good price.
And this is the
How much are the little
watermelon.
bags?
Yeah,
One bag,
but
you
in
sell for
Swahili,
15,000 shillings. You sell for 10. But it depends how many you choose. I will give you special price.
Okay, I'll choose. Okay.
3 hizi hapa tupa inchi.
So now we get to try all the fruits. Bili kidogo.
Wa hen, mikono? Mikono wa hen. Savela orange. You know Savela orange?
It's orange.
Savela.
Savela.
Yeah, au marmalade.
Oh.
Marmalade, but Europe is jam.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you.
You know the pasta.
Oh, that's so good.
And this is the cucumber.
Oh, they're so tiny.
Like I told you, our cucumber is very small.
It's like the only thing I've said on this spice tour that's, oh, that's small. Everything else is, oh my gosh, it's so big.
Pengine ndo atakuwa ajira hiyo kwenda kumenya vitu.
Atakwambia tango lako dogo, lakini sasa yeye kukwambia.
Mbele mkubwa jana kwa suruali. Mbona jaribu. But this is my cucumber is the big one.
I didn't think you would tell him.
We are joking each other, but
okay.
we live okay. You may say anything, hakuna matata.
Okay. And normal orange. The other one was the marmalade orange.
Yeah.
Una kubwa reli tu. Ba, mimi. Yes, yone nene sana kwa ndo mimi.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is so good.
This is the pomelo.
Oh, grapefruit. Oh.
It has some purple color. Passion, I think it's purple.
Tokane.
Your passion?
Okay, pomelo. It's not bitter like the grapefruit we have.
It's not bitter.
Melon.
Yeah.
So nice.
Sasa kuna gendolewa kwa kucherewa ndo anapeleka kwa buku.
Akipata viewers 300.
Banana.
Small one or big one like a cucumber.
Your banana's small.
Small like a cucumber.
You have ladyfinger banana.
Ladyfinger banana.
Or elephant banana. Huh?
Elephant banana.
He has ladies' fingers. Yule mkongo kwa tembo.
Elephant.
Okay. Oh, these are so sweet.
A jackfruit.
Oh, this is the one I haven't tried before.
Yeah.
Nisikia kuna siku baadaye wanauza mafuta ile totombo inauza pesa kwambia
Don't
sina
eat the seed.
mafuta
So you remove the seed, put the white fiber,
Wambia sina
and then eat the
mafuta.
yellow flesh. That's one put on the dustbin.
Okay.
basi yule
And then
jamaa
you eat this.
alitaka sifa bwana akaambia wewe
Okay.
mpumbavu nini unauza
the
mafenesi
whole
una
thing?
mafuta rajani pale sokoni unauza mafenesi una mafuta utongote akamwambia sasa mimi mpumbavu
Little
ndio
sweet?
mpumbavu mbona yule pale anauza
Really
mafuta hana
sweet.
mafenesi
Oh, it is like a cross between a pineapple and a
Like I
banana.
told you, it's like a pineapple, banana mixture of that two fruits.
So the seeds aren't poisonous.
Sorry? No, it's not poison.
Yeah.
Ndio papai jamba chungwa tu.
So kama ndo naambia linakuwa alafu kwa kama cabbage cha kujibu. Kuna mtu alikata mpapai, ndo akaambia mama kachukua yale nikupikie. Kwa mama alikuwa na nazi.
Kula.
My first favorite fruits.
Coffee na yangu.
Lemongrass.
Moment.
So he put with vanilla. The meaning of this line over here, he's just joking. That's usually Arabic people has a big nose. So if you put the tea over here, when they drink, the nose will turn this. So this one is the limit that the nose never turn this place.
In England, they have like little edges to the cups to protect the mustaches.
We get two of them. This one is the nut kikiriki, and this one is the baobab.
So nut kikiriki and baobab. Awesome. Is this like a peanut?
Mambo. Kama chuma.
It's like a peanut with a cardamom almost. Really good.
Nishamwambia.
Oh, wow.
If you like the chef food before.
If I like it, I go with you. If I don't, I go with the chef. Who knew you could have lemongrass tea?
Like I told you, see here, lemongrass, lemon tea.
So this is a masala?
Yeah, masala.
Masala. Okay.
It's very hot.
Spicy?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Kwa hiyo haijafikia kiwango chake anachopika.
Hata kidogo. Ndio maana nikamuuliza kwani baba umepika?
Usiseme haiwashi. Haijafikia kiwango kile ambacho.
Mimi haiwashi.
Those together are really good. So this kind of tastes like it's so sweet. It's not sour, but it's so sweet that it kind of makes you wanna. But the two together, perfect. Our spice tour wrapped up, and I was just so grateful that I was able to meet these amazing individuals. If you want to book your spice tour, head to the description box below and book your spice tour with Happy Baby and her amazing family. I will see you in the next one, and make sure to check out all of my other Zanzibar and Tanzania videos.